Hello and welcome to Diana's Makerspace. I'd like to show you on the September 20th some ideas I did for updating the Barbie house. This week I followed through on some ideas I had for updating the Barbie house, adding a second floor. I'm also going to add a third floor later, and I lowered the Barbie house to make it easier for me to work. Now, as with the Barbie house, now all the bedrooms are on the same level. And you can see I kept the living room and recreation room the same. But the newest thing what I did is I added a podcasting station. You can see at the Barbies. And there's a podcasting station with an extra wide laptop. And the laptop actually has three screens to it. It has a big screen, it has two small screens, and a keyboard, so that basically you can look at three different screens at once. The small screens are just for reference. So you could do like YouTube or something else. And as you can see, the laptop is running Linux. It's actually running Ubuntu. And it has a keyboard with a built-in mouse. Now, the other thing that I did was I was debating with the dressing room on what to do. I added dressers last week for the Barbie clothes. You can see actually what happens, the dressers are actually storable closets. So basically, it's equivalent to having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's equivalent to having 8 closets, but it's actually stored in the space of 1. And then the other thing I did is I added a triangle beauty table to do some beauty stuff. Also, I added a couple's hot tub with a little bit of a wave pattern and an English faucets, so that it's actually a hot and cold water faucet in the bathtub. The hot tub is big enough so that basically it can see two couples or two friends. Along with the bedroom on the first floor, so almost everyone has their own bedroom. Now the original goal is to add a third story where Dua Lipa is, so make it 3 by 2 by 1. And what I'm doing here is demonstrating a concept of what's called a small house. Because actually, if you look at the Barbie house now, if the Barbie house was actually on a property, the Barbie house would be on the property on a lot size that's 11 feet by 30. That's it. The Barbie house would actually be on 11 feet by 30. But yet it has 750, would be equivalent to 750 square feet. And you can see that there's Peggy and Karen, and there's Stephanie and Doe. And as YouTube, I like to watch YouTube different things. And there's Cookie. And you can see with the things there, I added some new furniture. I used a new technique by using foam board and paper to make round furniture and square furniture. Also, making the laptop, I actually use GIMP to take a picture and then resize it, and you print it out on my HP 9120 printer. And on the third floor, I'm still thinking on what to do on the third floor, making this more like a craft room or something else like I had at my old house. But the bedroom, as you can see, it has a makeup table, brushes. Has a huge walk-in closet which has been simplified to one closet space where you can pull the shelves out. Then it has a bathtub, so basically the Barbies can take a single bath or basically a couple's bath, and it has English faucets, so hot and cold water faucet. And the way you'd walk in is, see, the Barbies can walk over this way over to the computer, or they can take this way and walk through this little carriageway right over here into the bedroom. And then in the bedroom, you can go in it. And right over here, I'm debating on whether to put a privacy screen so that the Barbies can have a changing area. The other thing here is I'm debating on whether to put the toilet here like that, though. So as to where to put the toilet. So basically, down on the other one, as you can see, what I did was I made the area underneath the dormer, underneath the bunk bed, so if like a privacy area, so you can have a table. And then you can see There's the privacy bed, like that though, with the Fillmore stair that goes up. Now this project has taken me about 3 weeks to do, and it's taken about 16 pieces of foam board. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use reusable materials, minimal materials, and also strength of materials too. So because let me just show you something here. If we were to look underneath here, you could see a little beam that goes across here. But in the other example, what I did was I added I-beams to support it. And then what I did to hold the section on is I use basically felt. I use Velcro to hold the sections on so they're nice and steady. Now this one, you can see what I did is I took a square I-beam approach to try to use minimal materials. And then I'm going to put a cross member over here, because the original cross member was down here. So I'm going to put a cross member over here. And then over here, as you can see, there's a cross member down there. Now when we move the thing, you can see it's pretty sturdy. And even here, basically, very sturdy. So the idea is to make this as a self-reinforcing structure. So sort of like a self-reinforcing structure, like many agent structures that can take a heavy load and can hold a lot of things. Well, this has been Diana's Makerspace for September 20, 2024. Let me know what you think. The best way to reach me is on YouTube, X, Facebook, Pinterest, and Blue Sky. And I'll give you more about the continuing progress. Also, I'm going to do some Barbie clothes in the future. In October, I'm going to do a project for Toys for Tots to help make doll clothes at a local shop in Racine. So I'll give more information as that comes along in October. You can see a little bit of my background Barbie display. And once again, the Barbie house with the new addition, with the first floor, second floor, now a third floor. I'm going to add a fourth floor, so I'm still debating whether to keep the second floor open like that and just add a third floor, go 3, 2, 1. I think I might just do that, just add another floor like that, go 3. And the other thing what I'm thinking about is actually making an elevator that goes up like this and stuff like that, though. So a townhouse elevator. I need to get more foam board, more glue sticks, but let me know what you think. And this is the newest addition to the Barbie house that I've been making using renewable materials, lightweight materials that can be used to demonstrate strength. And also what I did with the Barbie hot tub is I actually took an Amazon shipping box and I sort of wrapped it around, and then the wave pattern is made by putting excess glue. So basically a little bit of wave pattern. One thing I'm thinking about is a friend has challenged me. Let me know what you think. A friend has asked me to put caulk so that the tub can hold water. So what do you think? Do you think I should fully caulk the tub so it should hold water? I'm thinking about doing that in October when I get additional supplies. Well, let me know what you think. And this is an update to the new Barbie house and Barbie space. Yeah, let's see, just step back a little bit more. There we go. And now you can also see some of the Makerspace with the craft desk and some other things. So this has been Diana's Makerspace for September 20th, 2025.